let's talk to Bill McCuddy, who is the media critic for Forbes.com, about the madness that is Charlie Sheen. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Well, it's a dubious honor, but thanks. As a country, I just want to apologize for Mr. Sheen. Yeah. We haven't knighted him yet, but
has he gone completely berserk? And are drugs at the bottom of all this?
Well, he says that drugs aren't. Obviously, he's had addiction problems over the past. He's in a state of sort of self-imposed rehab in his lush house out there in Malibu. It's the makings of a reality show that he'll never do because it's being played out now in the media, and he's Twittering now. He's got the most Twitter followers of anyone on Twitter, 1.5 million strong.
Anyone in the world, Bill?
Well,
has he got the biggest following in the world on Twitter?
Yeah, he's put Guinness on, and I don't mean the ale, I mean the world record people on notice that he's broken all the records. And he says in the last few moments, actually, he's just Twittered because my wife is a follower. She's the brains of the outfit in the McCuddy family, and she showed me his Twitter that said his new book is going to be called Apocalypse Me, and it goes back to your question.
Now that's really a good title. That's a clever title.
It actually is.
Because his dad, of course, was a star, one of the stars of Apocalypse Now, so that is a very witty title. So he's obviously not lost his marbles altogether.
No, he's brilliantly focused on his own self-destruction. And listen, I don't think we can completely rule out the fact that he, with this tiger power and all of these self-proclaimed witticisms, that he is perhaps from another planet. I don't think he resembles any of the other Sheens. And
no, he's very, very different from his brother and father, both of whom I know.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of, I've interviewed them all, and I can tell you that Martin Sheen is a stand-up guy, and his sort of standing aside, looking aghast at all of this, like passing a wreck by the roadside, is a little troubling. But you know, the guy is 45 years old. He's had 5 children, which, if you were sent from another planet, would probably be one of the things you were supposed to do. And then he's partying with strippers and working a half an hour a week. So
in the same hotel corridor as his wife and child.
Yeah, well, as his ex-wife, Denise
Richards.
Yeah, they were in the Plaza Hotel about 2 months ago, and it made every place this guy goes now, it's making headlines. But he doesn't look well. He says he's passing drug tests and alcohol tests, but we don't know whether somebody said that's Ducky's urine, the co-host the co-star.
Oh, I see. Yes, someone else is passing their water to him, as it were. Tell me this: he's lost his job, but he may have a pretty sound legal case against that. Tell us why.
Well, his contract, a very unusual contract, and he is the biggest moneymaker in comedy in American television. His capability in his contract doesn't have a morals clause. So he has a no morals clause, which I think is appropriate because he seems to have no morals. He's got no clause in the contract that says if he does anything like what he's doing, he can be fired. He is, in fact, in charge. However, the contract also says that he is obligated to promote the show in a positive light, and he has said nothing positive about the show or its producer, Chuck Lorre. So he may be in violation there, but he is in the process of trying to sue Warner Brothers. He says he wants to come back and finish this season, and he's willing to do one more season at double his salary, which is an interesting sort of job security.
Doesn't sound like madness to me, Bill. Sounds like he's right on the ball. Maybe it's all a big public relations exercise. And I'm very grateful to you for helping us through it. Bill McCuddy, media critic for Forbes.com, on the travails of Charlie Sheen.